Everybody, it's visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Now what happens is something like this. You know, like when you have I, it will come and it will search it I. Oh, I is there. And what is the value of I? This 1000. 1000 is what? Address type. It is go to here and it will tell that, okay, 1000. From here, it is reaching to here only. All right. From here, it's I is duty to access this. Right. It will access exactly 4 bytes. Who will tell this 4 bytes that you want to access only 4 bytes? That is where the data type plays a role. This data type tells, oh, Magane, you need to access only what? 4 bytes of memory. From initial address, access only 4 bytes. That is told by what? Integer type. If it was a character, it will only tell from initial address only access what? 1 byte. If it was void case, no accessibility. So you need to come to here. That's all it is. You cannot go anywhere. That is where you come across. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay, when I tell I, this is what the operation happens. When I tell I, it will exactly this 10, you are getting the output. How you are getting the 10 hours output? It is going to here, it is going to here, I variable is there. And what's the value of I? 1000. Since it is an address, it is pointing to here, it will come to here. Now, who will tell him that I want it need to access exactly 4 bytes? It is told by what? Data type. This data type is responsible for telling that from initial address, access 4 bytes of memory. Whatever you have it in a 4 bytes, it will access it. According to this one, how the 4 bytes will look? The 4 byte will look like this: 0 1 0 1, right? 0 0 0 0. This is 1 byte. This is 2 byte. 1 2 3 4. This is 2 bytes, right? What is the third byte? 1 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 4. This is the third byte. This is the third byte. And what is the fourth byte? 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 4. From initial address, it will come to here. This is nothing but 1000. This is nothing but 1000, right? This is nothing but 1000. I'm just assuming the address. This is nothing but 1001, and this is nothing but what? 1002. This is nothing but what? 1002, and this is nothing but what? 1003. Right? It will check that since it is an integer type, it will come to here. It will tell that from initial address access entire 4 bytes. Whatever you have it, this will be in the power of 1. 1, 2, 4, 8. 8 plus 2 is what? 10. It will give the output code as what? 10. If it was character, it would have only access only so much memory. If it was character, only 2. If it was shorting, it would have only access this much only, right? If this was character like this, if it was character this one, if it was short int, okay, so it would have been access only 2 bytes of memory. From initial address, it would have been access 2 bytes of memory. Any confusion till here, guys? So guys, this one understood? Any queries till here? Just anyone send me one message. No sir. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, now I will erase this. Okay, I will erase this. I'll erase this. Okay, if you want to take the screenshot, you can take the screenshot. Soon. What I'm gonna do is now is, okay, what I'm gonna do is now is I'm gonna do something like this, guys. You got to know how this 10 is coming. This is what the process of 10, right? To just to come 10, this is what how the process it takes. Now, if I tell address, I want the address. I don't want this 10. I want this one address. That means this address I want it. It should not go to here. It should, it should get the data, whatever it is here, I need to get that. I'll do it now. I will tell same I. When I tell I, it will jump to here. I will tell it as like what? Address of A, I will tell. Ampersand of A, I will tell. When I tell ampersand, I'll get what? 1000, I'll get it. I'll get it what? 1000, I'll get it. You got to know how to get a value. You know how to get a address. Yes or no, sir? Yes or no, sir? Yes or no, sir? Yes or no, sir? Okay, so if I go to the programming, okay, if I go to the programming, I'll go for online GDP and I will erase this program. Okay, and I'll do it now here. Int I equals to what I'll do it now 10. I will tell it a beautiful line. Unless I will like printf and will tell like percentage d for address. I want percentage p, right? So I'll just tell as I comma address of I. So it won't be 1000 here, guys. It won't be something else. It will be in the hexadecimal, right? I hope you guys know how hexadecimal is, right? Wait a second. Right. So look on here, guys. So you have 10, and this is what the address is. This is how the hexadecimal numbers are. Can you see this hexadecimal? 0x indicates what hexadecimal it is. In front of this one, if it is a 0x in a number, in front of the number, if you have a 0x, it is called as what? Hexadecimal. Right? That's all. Okay. Now you got to know how to get a value, and I have got to get a address, right? So this is what it is. So I'll keep it I, and I'll keep it like that. I'll keep it short. Okay. Now, next what I want to do is, I'm gonna get it like many other things also, but I'll later on I'll show you that result. Okay? Now I want to, the concept of pointer is something like this, guys. What is pointer, guys? I want to store the address of another variable. That's what the pointer concept is. I'll tell about that. I will retell that. Okay. Now what I want to do is, so the whole concept is, here you can see this 1,000, right? Here you can see this 1,000, right? This 1,000, right? I want to save it in one memory. I want to save it in this memory. When I have a memory, it will reserve some memory. It will reserve some memory, right? It might be like minimum of 1 byte. It might be 1 byte, it might be 2 byte, it might be 3 byte, maybe 100 byte. I don't care about it. But whenever it is reserving it, it has one initial address. Let me assume the initial address is 1,000. Since I cannot remember the initial address, I will tell that initial address as what? D, I will tell it. I'll tell that what? D. And this is what the block diagram I have created it. We have created it. Now I want to write a program here, a beautiful program. I want to write it. Now you got to know how to get I, how to get this one. You got to know about it, right? Now how to write this one program is, for just note, if I tell I, you will get 10. If I tell ampersand I, you will get what? 1,000. You will get it, right? Now I wanted to get the address here. I want to store here. Look at here. Here 10 I'm writing it. 10 I'm writing it here. Right, store here 1,000. What is this 1,000 guys? This 1,000 is nothing but what? Address of I. This 1,000 is nothing but what? Address of I. How do I get the address of I guys? How do I get the address of I? How do I get this address of I? I'll get address of I by ampersand of I. I'll get address of I by what? Ampersand of I. And I'll store it in a one variable called as what? D. I will store it. Okay. I'll store it in what? D. I will tell it. Okay. Now inside D, what's the type of data I'm storing it? What is the type of data I'm storing it inside the D? What is the type of data I'm storing it inside the D, guys? Address, right? Address type. Okay. What's the data type for address then? Okay, guys. So what is the simple concept is, here you need to understand this one thing, telling that you don't have a data type for the address. This is not an integer. You feel that it is an integer. I just show you, right? It is not an integer. Address is in which decimal is hexadecimal. It is not an integer. It is not a normal data. It is a address type of data. Address means what? When you ask someone address, they will show the direction. Address means what? Direction, right? It is a different entity. It doesn't comes in integer. It doesn't comes in character. It doesn't comes in float. It doesn't comes in anything, right? It is a direction. You call it as what? It is a direction, right? Now to do that, you have that all the primitive data type data, right? Character, you have it integer, you have it float, you have it double, you have it void, you have it, nothing suits for there. And that's the reason they come up with a special character called as what? Star. They come up with what? Star. To indicate that, star is used to indicate that whatever I have stored the data here, it is nothing but what? Address type. Okay, again I will repeat it. The star is used to star is used to inside this container, the data I'm using what is address type. I'm using what? Address type. It is not a normal data, it is an address type of data. To indicate that, I'll tell you what? That these hold to this address. It's just given the name for this. Just note that in, since pointer type, it will point to this location. It will point this. Guys, what? How many bytes I want to read it here? From here, how many bytes I want to read it? From here, how many bytes I want to read? 4 bytes. To read 4 bytes, what I will do it now? Right? To read 4 bytes, what I will do it now? I will tell it has integer type, and that's the reason I'll come across integer type. To end of the statement, I'll tell it what? Semicolon. Understood this one? Look on here. Okay. The thing is something like this, guys. Address of I have it. Look, 10 I have it. That's the reason I'm writing 10 here. Sir, here 1,000 is there. No, sir. Can I write directly 1,000, sir? No, sir. 10 is an integer data. That is okay. But 1,000 is not integer data. It is a address type of data. I know this hexadecimal. I'm just taking one example. That's all it is for making you easy. That's all it is. Take it. Now, how do you get this 1,000? 1,000 is nothing but what? Address of I. How do I get address of I? By using this what? Ampersand of I. I'll tell us ampersand of I. This will give what? 1,000. The same as how you're getting 10, I'm getting it what? Address of I is nothing but what? 1,000, I'm getting it here. Here 10 you're giving to someone. When you tell giving, okay, you will come across what? Assignment operator. This 1,000, I want to give it. That's the reason I'll write what? Assignment operator. Here 10 I'm giving to whom guys? 10 I'm giving to I. Here address of I is given to whom guys? Excuse me. This address of I want to give to whom? D, right? I'll tell that's like for D, I will tell it. right? Now inside this I have a data called as integer type of data. That's the reason I have told it integer type of data. In this block, in this box, I have integer type. That's the reason it is integer type. But in this box, it is not integer. It is what? Address type. How to denote that address type? That's the reason they came up with a special symbol called as what? Star. It will denote that inside this container, I don't have a normal person. I have a address type of person. What's the beauty of address? It will show the direction, right? It will show what? Direction, right? It is not a normal data. It will show the direction. It will show the direction to which side where it is pointing to. 1000 is pointing to it, or 1000 is pointing to here. It will come to here, guys. It will come to here. The beauty of address is that one only. It will point it, okay? It will come to here. After coming to here, how many bytes I want to read it, guys? How many bytes I want to read it? 4 bytes. That's the reason I want to read completely 4 bytes. If I want to read completely 4 bytes, that's the reason I will tell it as like what? Integer. To tell end of the statement, I'll tell like what? Ampersand of, sorry, semicolon. అర్థమైందా? Everyone understood? మనసులాయో? అర్థమైతా? Easy, right? Chill. Look, this is the one statement that you need to understand it. If you understand this one statement, right? Later on it is like wallahi, like that. Okay? Now listen up here. Now what is the thing you want to do it? Okay, so this one you got to know about it. Okay? Now what I want to do is now something like this, guys. If I tell D, what is the answer, guys? Tell me. If I tell D, what is the answer? D, what's the answer? 1000. 1000. Okay, it's same as if I tell I, you will get it 10. Same way D also like this only. Now D has been registered here. D is nothing but what? 2000. This is where the key and value. D will go to here. Oh, D means 2000. 2000 will come to here. Oh, it is 1000. It will read 1000. If I tell address of D is, if I tell address of D, D is there. I need the address of D. That's the reason it will get directly. It will get what? 2000. It what? 2000. Okay. Now one thing I can do it something like this. Now star D I can use it is there is something called a star D. If I tell star D, what is the output now? If I tell star D, what is the output now? D means 1000. 1000 is pointing to, that is where the star comes, right? D is pointing to where? D is pointing to where? This here. 1000 is pointing to here. From here, how many bytes I want to read it is? The permission has been given by this person. This is the person who's giving this permission. What is this? Integer type. And that's the reason it will read how many bytes? 4 bytes. Inside the 4 bytes, what I have it? Integer. What is 10? And I'll get it like this. समझ में आ रहा है? Star D is, if I tell star D is, if I tell star D, guys, D means what is 1000. D means what is 1000. 1000 is pointing to. 1000 is pointing. 1000 is the address type since it is pointing, right? It will point to here. Now what do you get it here? 10. For this much, you'll get it what? 10. Whether 10 is pointing to anywhere, guys? 10 is not an address type, guys. 10 is what? Integer type. 10 will never show the direction. If it was an address type, then only it would have been shown direction. Right? And that's the reason you will get a beautiful slab. You'll get a beautiful slab. Just take it on, guys. Just take it on, guys. What is pointer, guys? Now, what is pointer, guys? Pointer is nothing but a variable which holds the address of another variable. That's how the pointer is. Look on here. Now coming to your execution. Okay, coming to your execution. What's the execution? Something like this, guys. I'll have it like this, right? What's the line, guys? I have it address of I. Address of I is given to whom? Is given to whom? D. I insert D. What I have it? Address. And address is pointing to an integer type of data. And I will tell a semicolon, right? Now when I come here and when I write it like this, okay, I'll just like printf. I'll just like what? This is regarding D now, right? This is regarding what? D, right? What are the things I want to do it, guys, now here? D, inside the D, what I have it? Address. I'll just tell as %P, right? I'll print it what now? D, right? I want to print the address of D also. I'll just have %P only, right? For that also, address of D is also %P only. Now later on, I'll do it now. I want to print what? Where D is pointing to, right? That will be what? Integer type. That's the reason I'll write it like this here. I'll just say star D, I'll tell it. And I'll tell what? Semicolon, right? This D is exactly equal to address of I, guess. Right? Can you see this one here? D is nothing but what? Exactly equal to address of I, ampersand of I, right? But address of D will be different, right? So the same thing, I want to get it here. I will run this program and I will run this program and we got this. Take care. D is D, what I have it now. Same thing, exactly how I is there. And again, what is the address of D? Right? Address of D, you have it, and then you have it what? 10. That's all it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is the normal people execution, guys. This is what the normal people, like go through this programming. They can different thoughts, different scenarios, okay, which will be, learning onto it. With all patience, with all my immediately heart, I want to tell this all these things. Okay, pin by like star D. I will tell it. Okay, when I tell star D, if I run this program, what will happen now? Oh, error. Can you see this one? Invalid type of argument of a unary star have integer. Why? Because 10 is an integer type. You cannot do that. Okay, that is where it is. Now, if I tell the character here, if I tell like character here, now if I run this program, what will happen now? It will tell something like this. Look out here. When character is also treated as an integer itself, not to worry, it's a ASCII value. Not to worry about it. Okay, so it is telling that overall I cannot do that. It is completely a value. Okay, it is a completely a value. It is not a address type which will show me the direction, so that I cannot have it. I cannot afford it. Okay, okay. Okay, I will go to the next level now. Okay, I will go to the next level. Okay, one more level I will go so that it will be easy for you to get confusion. Okay, so I'll just clear it in a normal way. Later on, I'll create a confusion for you. Is that fine for you? Guys, once everyone drop on text, guys. I need to know that you people are alive or not. Alive. Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay. Thank God. No, it should not feel that, right? Like I'm talking to the wall, right? Okay. Okay. Few times I get mute also. Oh God. Now listen up here now. What I'm gonna do is now is I'll go for the next level. Okay. This 2000 I want to store it in one variable. This 2000 I'll store it. Okay. I'm not well, guys. This 2000 it will occupy some space, right? It'll occupy some space. Address will occupy some space. Okay. I don't care whether 1, 2, 4, 8. I don't care about it. I care only about the initial address. Let me assume the initial address is what? 3000. I cannot remember this initial address. That's the reason I will give a beautiful name called as R. Okay. Now this is what the block diagram is. I want to create one map, like a program. I want to write it for this. What I have it here is 2000. How do I get 2000? What is 2000? Address of D. How do I get address of D? But this one word. There's the one word I'll get address of D, right? I will tell address of D. I got this address of D by this one. Address of D. I want to give it. Whenever the giving word comes, you need to use the word equal to operator. To whom I am giving? I'm giving to R. According to me, I'm giving to R. I'll tell like R. Now inside this, what kind of data I'm storing it here? Is it integer case? It is float, double, void, integer? Nothing. It is an address type. To tell that inside this box, I have an address. To tell that, I'll tell like what? Star. And I like what? Star. Now address means what? It will point to here. It will point to here. Again, it is going to here. 2000 is 2000. Where does 2000? It will go to there. 2000. Now inside this, what is there, guys? Inside this, what is there? Oh, again it is address, guys. Yes or no, sir? Again it is address, right? And that's the reason I will use it. One more pointer. Inside this one is also address. Inside R is also address. Now R, which is pointing to, that was also address. Now it will point to here. Now 1000 will point to here. Now inside this, what's the data you have it? Integer type of data. That's the reason I'll write it integer and I'll write what? Semicolon. Is that fine for you? Now what I'm gonna do is something like this, guys. If I tell R, I will only do three pointers. In video, I have done with the 5 pointers. I will tell it only with the 3 pointers. Okay. If I tell R, guys, if I tell R, what is the output, guys? If I tell R, what is the output, guys? R and R means what? 3000. Okay. Address of R is address of R, address of R, address of R. 3000. Someone is super speed. Okay. Address of R is what? 3000. Okay. Now if I tell it star R, if I tell star R, what is it? R and 2000. 2000 is pointing to 1000, right? 1000 it is. Now if I tell star R and star R means 10, right? R is pointing to R means 2000. 2000 is pointing to here. 1000 is pointing to here, and over here 10, right? Now if I tell star R, error, a beautiful slab. You know that. What is a beautiful slab? For the program, I'll go for the program neatly. What I'm gonna do is now is here is simple thing, guys. I'll come here. I will write one line here, right? I will write one neat one line. I'll write it. What's the line I'll write it now? Sir, address of D sir is given to whom sir? R sir. Inside R sir, I'm storing address sir. And that address is also pointing to one more address sir, address sir. And that address is pointing to integer type of data sir. End of the statement sir, semicolon sir. Right? I'll come here sir. I want to print this one sir. Print what sir regarding R sir. Right? Regarding what sir? R sir. Now R. First, what is the content of R? Content of R is what? Pointer type sir. That's the reason I'm using for this problem specified called as percentage %p. This is what the R is, right? Next one is what sir? Next one is what sir? Address of R sir. Address of R is also percentage %p only. Address of R. Okay, address of R. Next one is what sir? Star R, right? Star R is also what? Pointer only. Star R is also what? Again, it is the address only. It will print what? Address only. That's the reason I'll use it what? Percentage %p star. Next one is what sir? Star star R sir. What is the format sir? It will point to integer type sir. That's the reason I'll tell them like what? Percentage %d sir. That's all sir. Okay. End of the statement sir. Simple sir. I'll run this program sir. I'll run this program sir. Oh sir. Okay. Okay. Look on your case. Neat program it is. Now to access this 10, even D also can access it, R also can access it, right? D can access it by star D and R can access it by double pointers. Okay? Concept is simple. This is the phase one of concept. Okay? Very neat, very tight, clean phase one of concept. That's all it is. Point. मैं इसको थोड़ा घुमाते हैं, ठीक है? This is a normal thing. If you want to take a screenshot, take it. Okay, listen up here now. Now, what is the other concept which I want to do it? Okay, okay, listen up here now. Listen up. Okay. Okay. This is fine. Great. Okay. Now, listen up. I will erase this. Okay. I will erase this. You got to know 2 pointers, 3 pointers, 4 pointers. It will go on like this. Okay, normal like this only. It will go on. Okay. For more, if you want to do that, it is in the video. You can watch it. Okay, pointers video. Now, what I want to do is okay. This is very important. It's very important. This one you need to understand this. Okay. Now, I will use it only these 2 pointers. Take care. What is first concept is today? We will be learning it something like this, guys. Is that really compulsory? Okay, is that really compulsory to write integer itself? That is what the question is. A simple question. Is that really compulsory to write integer itself? Can I write some other data type, such as I have a couple of data types in my mind. Can I write character here? Can I write void here? In place of this one, can I write short integer here? Guys, mansilai. Guys, understood? Simple, right? Now listen up. यहाँ पे मजा देखो क्या आएगा मजा यहाँ पे क्या आएगा to understand this concept I will change my value. Okay, to better understand my concept I'll change my value. I will tell 128 semicolon. Here now the value will become what? 128 will become. Okay, here value will become what? 128. Okay, आराम से 128 means what? 128 means like this 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. And you know how it is assigned and unsigned, that is everything. There's one small video. Last class we have done that, right here. Now this is what 1 byte it is, right? One more byte is what? 0 0 0, and this is what the 0 0 0 0 is. This is the second byte. So on, you have third byte, and you have fourth byte, right? This is what 1000 is, this is what 1001 is, and this is what 1002 is. At the beginning of the class, I have told you that. Remember? 1002, 1003. I have not read that. Okay? This is what I wanted, the important thing I wanted. Right now, I'll tell this one also. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, right? And this is what? 256. This one is what case? Next one. Go on, telling that. 512. This is 1024. And this is nothing but what? 2048. 48, right? Okay, this is what? 4096. Next one, 8000, 8000, 8200, 8001, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 2. Hey, बोलो ना रे क्या आता है 192. Okay, 192, sorry. Okay, 192, and later on it is what 384. Then later it comes what 32,000. Mm, 700 and something it will come, right? 700, what is that? 768, right? 768. This is what it will come. It goes on like this. Okay. I'm just writing these numbers for your better understanding. Okay. Now, listen up here. Okay. First and foremost thing is, okay, can I write like you have an integer here, integer. I will write in a different marker. I have an integer I equals to 128, right? Now I have different categories. Okay, int star d equals to ampersand of I. What is the answer? Then later on, I have character star d equals to ampersand of I. What is the answer of this one? Other one I have it something called as void star d equals to ampersand of I. This is what we're gonna do it today. That's all it is. If you know so much, that's more than enough. Okay, this is the three topic, and one more thing is also there. Okay, that's all I'll be doing it. Okay, today's class only so much. After this topic, I'll be leaving the session. I'll not burden you more. Okay. Now, when I tell here, okay, when I tell star d, when I tell d here, you get the same output. Okay, d is nothing but what? What does d means? 1,000. Here also d is nothing but what? 1,000. Right? D is no problem. Okay. Whenever I tell D here also, it is also 1,000. But there is a problem when I tell what star D here. When I tell star D here, there is a problem. When I tell star D here, there is a something. When I tell star D here, there is a something. Okay. Now when I tell star D, you know this, you will get 128. Why? Because of it is integer type. It will go to here and read 128. Done, done, done. But what will come to here, guys? What will come to here? That is where the question comes. Okay. It will read, since it is a character, it will read only 1 byte of memory. When I tell 1 byte, it will read till here. And last bit will act like what? Unsigned data. Since it is unsigned, everything is unsigned. No, what? MSB. You have one reference video called as signed and unsigned video. SIT people, not to worry about it. I'll send it in short. Okay. For your group, you will get it. So that you get understand it. So why it is coming minus 128. Here the answer will be why it is minus 128. You will get to know about it. As soon as the class is done, I'll send you in your respective groups, WhatsApp groups. Okay. Now, when I tell you here, what is the answer here? That is what we're gonna be looking into it. Okay. Now, I go to here, I go to this program, I will just tell her like what? 128. 128. Okay, I'll just comment this output. I'll just erase this. Okay, I don't want this R, right? Now when I run this program, okay, when I run this program, what I have it now is 128. I don't want all those things now, Kacharas things, I don't want this one. Okay, I don't want all those things now. So I just want to start. What is the answer of this one? This is where we are dealing with. 128, I'm getting it right. Now when I change, can I change here instead of integer? Can I change here character? Can I change here to character? Yes, sir. I can change it to character. 128. You got to know why it is minus 78. Look, I don't want to waste the time here, right? Because we have spent the time really lot, to discuss just sign and unsigned. Since it is all the data type by default will be like unsigned, sorry, signed, right? Okay, signed, and that's the reason it will be what? Half of the bits will be positive, half of the bits will be negative. That is what the thing is. Not to worry about SIT people. We'll send you the links for you. So you can watch, you can go through that. Okay. Now you got to know about what if there is a void? What if there is a void? Okay, what if there is a void? Okay, if there is a void here, I'll get a beautiful slap telling that Magane invalid use of void expression. I'll tell you a beautiful example for this. Okay. I'll tell this beautiful example. I hope in the video also I have told you this, right? Now, let's say this is your home. Okay, let's say this is your home, right? This is your home. Let's say this is your sit out, or maybe like hall, something like that. Okay, let's say this is your boundary. Let's say this is your gate. Now, when I tell D, either in the integer, either in the character, either in the void, everyone can come and stand here. Everyone can come and stand here. Okay, right now let's assume this. These are your relatives. These are your neighbors, and these are your strangers. What are the three characters I'm using it? Relatives, neighbors, and strangers. Let's assume this. Okay. Now, relatives also can come near the gate, and neighbor also can come near the gate, and stranger also come near the gate. You don't have any question because him uppan mane road Allah. Right? That's the reason. Means it's not your dad's road. That's the reason. Anyone can be in the road. But only those person can cross the gate to whom you know it. because this is your nimappan mane asti, right? That is what your father's wealth or your wealth, whatever it is, right? Now I'll do it now. When I tell star d, okay, when I tell star d, okay, this is an integer type. These are relatives. They can come inside, they can roam entire home, everywhere they can go. They have access to everywhere. And that is where integer comes, entire 4 bytes. Character means they are neighbors case. They have only access to here. They can come, they can sit, and they can drink coffee and they can go off. But void is a stranger. He cannot step into the gate. When he's stepping in the gate, he will come here, oh, Magan, like this, and he will go on slapping it. You cannot go it. Right? Now this is okay. This problem is solved. No problem. This person can go. The thing is, can neighbor go inside your home? The question is simple. The neighbor can go inside your home? Yes, sir. He or she can go inside your home by taking permission. Without taking permission, they cannot go for it. And that permission is called as typecasting. What does this typecasting means? Typecasting means, okay, conversion from one type to another type. You have character star here. I will convert it into something else now, whatever I want. For example, when I tell star D, I will get it minus 128. But D, before I use this, before I go and access it, I will convert this D into other type of data. This D was what type is character star. I will convert into integer star. I will convert it into what? Integer star. So I have converted, just now I have converted D from character star to integer star. After conversion, I will start using it. I will apply the pointer. And this concept is called as what? Typecasting. And this concept is called as what? Typecasting. For example, I'll show this now. Okay. You can cast any type of data to anything. For example, if I tell void here, right? I'll tell like what character here now. When I tell character, what I'll get it now? Minus 128. Are we right with this? Right. Now, before doing this, what I'll do it now, I'll do something called as what? Typecasting. What was the type? It was character star, it was, right? For a better understanding, I'll write it like this. I'll write this together. Character star it was. I will convert into int star. I'll convert it to int star. So while using it, I can convert like this. Can you see this one, guys? 128. Is that nice? Is that nice? Yes, 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 yes. Why void is most strongest data type? Ask this question every time. Void is the most strongest data type, right? I'll just tell you right now. Yeah. Now void can what it can do it. Okay, so like this. Void, if he comes inside the home, they will thrash him like anything. But he can come inside. In two ways he can come. Right? In two ways he can come. He can come and sit in sofa set also. He can come inside your home also. If there is any works over here, you can come inside by asking permission. I'll do it now. I'll tell D before before going inside, what I need to do it, you need to ask the permission. You need to convert it into what? Character star. Means he can sit here. Only one byte can be accessed. I'm converting from void star to character star. I'm converting from where? Void star to character star. Here also D you have it. I will before using it, before accessing it, I'll ask the permission. Magani, I'll come inside telling that int star. I'm converting from void star to integer star. So if I tell like this, I will get it minus 128. If I tell like this, I'll get it what? 128. Right? Here when I tell this one, I'll get it what? 128. That's all you need to know about. It's annoying, right? I know that. Oh, I'm so bad. Okay, void I'll write it. Void I'll write it. Since I'm using these two things here, I'll just say this percentage d percentage d. Look, when I was character, I should get this errors, warnings I used to get it. Look on here, from character star, pointer, int star, blah, blah, blah. When I do void star, right? When I do with void star, for example, like this. Okay, so I can do two things here. What is the first thing I can do it? I'll tell it a D before using star, or I'll do it now. I'll tell them I will ask the permission for what? Character star. If they use it directly, then we'll get a slap. Again, one more thing is, okay, D, okay, before using star, I'll get an error here, but I will ask the permission to go inside. That is where int star, right? For this, it will come minus 128. For this, it will come what? 128, right? Are we getting this one, guys? Are we getting this? Are we getting this? Is that nice? Isn't it nice? Now for void, you don't get it anything. Now void can be converted. When we write void, in later, in your future, I can convert into Character also I can convert it into integer also. That's the reason void is most powerful data. Right now you don't know what is the address you're receiving it. Maybe user needs something in near future. At that time I will use it whatever the user needs it, he can use it. If he needs character, he can use it character. If he needs integer, he can use it for integer when it is in void. Void, according to me, void is like potato. I'll give this example. Void is like potato. If you get potato, okay, don't get potato chips or french fries, nothing. You get it, you just get it potato. You keep potato in your home. You can do anything with the potato. If you want to do like aloo parota, you can do aloo parota here. You want to do french fries, you will do french fries. You want to do aloo chips, you do aloo chips. You want to just boil the aloo and eat it. You can do anything when you have a raw. This word is like a raw material, and later on I can convert it for whatever I need it. And that's the reason it is called as most powerful data type according to me. Without this, you cannot create entire dynamic memory allocation. In near future, you will be having one topic called as malloc, calloc, realloc, free. Entire thing is using void star itself. So that they will create the memory and they will not tell which type of memory it is. They will not specify which type of memory. According to the user, whatever the user needs, they can typecast it. They will only tell void star. I'm returning void star. Later on, user can convert into primitive or non-primitive type of data. That's the reason, according to me, this void is most powerful data type. Without void, you cannot create dynamic memory allocation itself. Pointer is used to create a dynamic memory allocation. Pointer is to focus on the dynamic memory allocation, but void is needed for you to create it. Understood this? Or else you will end up making n number of functions each time. Void will solve this. Done. Okay. Now shall I give one more thing? If I tell 256, what is the answer? Guys? If I tell 256, what is the answer? Jaldi bolo. Fatak se. If I tell 256, I'll run this program. I'll get what 0 and I'll get it what 256. So for integer, for for character, 256 is activated here. So character only have access to here. All the bits are zeros only. Right? When I tell 256, this is the one which is activated, and all the bits are what zeros only, and that's the reason it's like that. Sounds Maya? Right? I can also convert into short int also. Okay, for example, I can also convert into short int. For example, like the short int also I can convert it. Okay, I'll give that one example also. I'll like this also. I'm just trying it. Okay. So what happens? Since we at the beginning of the class we have discussed about this, that's the reason I'm taking about it. Okay, I'm almost ending the class, guys. Okay, I'll tell as int star. Okay, int star. So I'll run this program. For everything is what 256, 256. This is also 256. This is also 256. But this short int also will change it. What is the number I have written, guys? What is the number we have written it, guys? What is the number? What is the number? This is the number 32,768. Is that so? I don't know. We'll check it out. 32,768 is the number, right? When I write this program, the last bit, look what here is. It will become what? Minus 32,768. Short, right? 2 bytes only. The last bit is what? Activated. For this, it is 0 only. Character, it is not going over there. Just one changes, guys. Just one changes. 768, 769, I will tell it. When I tell 769, it will become what? 760 minus 767, and this will become what? 1, and this will become what? 369, sir. I tell 32769. What will happen is, what will happen? This will get activated, and this is getting activated, right? For character, right? For character, what will happen for character? For character, entire data is what? 1 here. For integer, entire thing is what? 3276. 8 plus 1 is 9. But for shorting, this is the last bit. This act like a most significant bit, and that's the reason this will become what? Minus, right? You know that 2's complement thing, the same thing it is. So this is how you have it, and this is what your class program is. You want to take a screenshot of this. That's all it is. And this is the pointer. This is a typecasting. This is why your void star is very important for you. Any queries, you can stay back and ask it. If you don't have any queries, you can end the class.